Bigby.
Hi there.
Dark.
No.
Thorin.
No.
Tinder.
Hello.
No.
Rose. Thorin.
Hello.
And
No.
Cycling.
Yo.
Tinder.
Hello.
Okay. Last time we left off, the party was well aware of people potentially, well, now evidently being possessed within the camp. You all went about your plans to help gather people up in an attempt to cleanse them, including Epos and Wolf kind of working together, Wolf cooking and Epos, sorry, Dark, and Epos hosting an eating competition,
Oh yeah.
which I'm assuming kind of got interrupted in the middle. But the grand prize was 100 gold coins.
Yeah.
Do you even have 100 gold?
I've got 300. Fuck you.
Okay, never mind. Anyway, it went pretty swimmingly, with most of your classmates being able to have the hands removed, except a few who turned on you in the fight and should. Thankfully, nobody was very badly hurt. You managed to knock them out, but then discovered that your head mistress had ran away from the camp, seemingly heading towards the city. Which, while you're doing this all, brave little Aaron decided to run off to the city to attempt to catch up with one of the other professors who earlier went to go investigate the city thinking something was hidden there. Unfortunately,
bravely ran away.
Indeed. Unfortunately, Erin attracted the attention of the entity that has been putting the hands on people and has spent most of the night running, along with her classmate Riss. She managed to make it to the city, discover the professor, and hunker down inside the building. But last we saw her, when Riss had fallen asleep, Erin spotted the entity on top of the house staring at her, and in a moment of, I suppose, panic, blew up the house and ran away.
You know, minor terrorist actions.
we
Things
used to
escalate
it from
quickly.
you.
Is Aaron Shiva's kid? Did you not tell me that?
I rigged the house to explode, so if it ever tried to get into the front door, I would let it in, and then I would just like collapse the house on it and run. But I just blew up the house in response now because it's standing on the top of the house, and I would hope it got like a splinter from the shrapnel. But
I mean, I'm assuming you waited a long enough time for you to be safe from the radius.
Yeah.
Sort of minimal safe distance thing.
Yeah.
I mean, I kind of want to give Sideline crap, but we all know I'd do the exact same thing if I were playing any
No,
kind
you
of
wouldn't.
class
You'll
that
just
had
fucking charge it
explosives.
in its face.
Not something that big, and not without allies.
So
now, if the rest of you were there, maybe.
So let me set the stage for this quick. Currently we have Rusty with Riss in Rusty's mouth, just sort of being asleep.
It's Rusty's large size.
No, Rusty is not large size.
Oh.
We redacted that. I have tied Aaron's on the back of Rusty and has tied 2 ropes to the side of Rusty's harness. And behind that, attached to those 2 ropes, is a makeshift table which I've tacked metal skids onto the bottom of, where the professor is now sitting, panicking also. So I've made it.
Now panicking.
So I've made it a makeshift sled for the professor to ride behind on.
If he is panicking, he's hiding pretty well.
Yeah.
So let me get his token, because I'll need this a second.
Rusty, the red-nosed robot.
Yeah.
Yes, and I believe Evan sent a message back to the rest of us to basically get the robot. So Wolf is pegging it back to camp to get the robot while the rest of us are
basically
continuing
a Morse
on.
code. Yeah. Which Wolf was able to decode because actually similar background in some regards.
Yeah. Fairly similar locations, just me, I was in the thick of it, and you were off in the distance going, what the fuck's going on over there?
And the country you come from is pretty big.
Yeah. Yeah, the result was, though, that Wolf ended up kind of tossing off his armor to Prismelody, and then literally just barreled it back to camp to go and grab the robot, going as fast as he can with 17 Constitution, the run action, and the endurance feat.
Which is where we'll start off, because for all intents and purposes, you weren't actually that far away from camp to begin with. Wolf pretty readily runs back. What he sees is largely the aftermath of what happened before. People are around bandaged, some are being treated as they're being held down. Seemingly some of the adventurers, the clerics that they brought along, are attempting to purify them. You spot Madam Burr in the thick of it, trying to recover. Mezitz apparently has not only used his poison for on you lot, but also on a few other people before he got into the fight. She's currently around trying to stop people from accruing more damage. Triage, essentially.
Fun. Where's the robot?
Where is the robot? That is a good question. Thankfully, Wolf knows that Vrel had essentially went to a location, melded into a wall, and had been staying there. As he goes there, he can see Vrel actually sitting out in the open, talking to... What was her face? Elspeth. Elspeth has a small cup of tea with her.
Let's see, which one was Elspeth again?
That was for Dryad.
Right.
Alright.
As Wolf kind of runs up, skids to a stop, sliding past the tent slightly, kind of peeks back around and walks in.
Elspeth looks up. Oh, Wolf, was it? We never talked much.
We didn't, no. Yes. I need Rel. Well, actually, Aaron needs you. I think she's fighting the big thing that caused all of that. Points up towards the madness.
Ah, I was wondering why the party got so lively.
I think Aaron's found it, and she wanted you for some reason.
Interesting. Where is she currently?
The city.
Ah. Vrel stands up, shakes his limbs. Shall we go then?
I think so. Looks over to the druid for a moment. Dryad, sorry, for a moment.
She's both.
You gonna be okay?
She looks a bit shaken, actually. Good luck, I guess. Ah, fuck it. You know what? She quickly taps you on the head. As Wolf have nature's paths.
As Wolf looks confused for a moment, then just kind of smiles.
I'm not going to come along with you. I'm sorry, but you can have that. It should help you.
Nah, I can't blame you. I mean, I won't want most people to come along. It's dangerous. But thank you, Elspeth. Stay safe.
Yeah, good luck, you too.
As I will start to now drag Rel at my full speed.
Yeah, Rel unfortunately is not very fast. However, you can set a quick pace.
I mean, with nature's path and Wolf's speed, he's moving.
Yeah, he's certainly going fast. It's just that he has a slightly slower base speed than you.
It's fine. It's fine. It's just every 10 rounds I have to use the drag action.
On account of being thick.
There may at some point end up being a eye-piece-shaped groove in the ground.
Jesus.
It's fine.
That
Wolf's-
doesn't hurt much.
No, Wolf knows he'll be fine. So, and he's kind of more worried about Aaron right now. So he's kind of going literally as fast as he can push himself
Fair.
to either reunite with the group or get to town, whatever comes first.
Yeah. Actually, that's a good question. Sideline, where's, just as a little aside, which way is Erin fleeing? Is she fleeing back towards the camp?
At the moment, she's giving it her best to just make sure that this thing stays off of her, and then beyond that, she does have a desire to go towards the camp, yes. However, if she also knows that might not be possible, so she's also trying to think as fast as she can about other opportunities that there might be.
Okay. That's a good enough answer for now. We'll come back to you when we get back to you.
Right.
Dark, can you roll me a constitution check?
I can roll you a constitution check. Yes. Would you say endurance applies, sir?
Yes, endurance definitely applies.
Excellent.
Holy shit. Even
That's
despite being...
I said Wolf is a runaway train right now.
Yeah, even despite being high up, and I don't know if Wolf's ever lived in any mountainous areas, you might not necessarily be used to
Not really. It's always been plains and kind of forest land.
Yeah, it might not be very much used to a thinner atmosphere. Yep. Wolf keeps on trucking.
Right.
Very much match the pace of a robot.
I'm curious, is it possible for me to try and like Aaron sent some kind of weird message through this stone thingy?
Mhm.
Can I? Is it possible I can send her some message back?
And you can certainly give it a go. What's your idea?
Basically, just a simple. Because thinking, it's very like military before.
Mhm.
So Wolf's not wanting to send much, but basically just kind of doing the kind of almost very basic objective required en route.
Oh, like an okay.
Yeah, kind of like an okay, like basically like acknowledged and on way.
The thing is, we were hitting it with like the spell earlier. I suppose you could try to just take it off and on your head repeatedly.
I was thinking because it's something like okay, that's simple enough that that'll be a good skill check for us.
Technically, use magic device.
Yeah, technically use magic device.
Sorry, Wolf.
It's not like you can break it.
That sounds like a challenge.
I mean, to me, this sounds like then something is like Wolf will try just to will it to happen, and nothing will happen, and he'll give up probably.
What sort of feeling could you send down the link as an acknowledgement?
Confidence, then confusion.
I mean,
Yeah,
if Puss is
you'll get-
already
yeah,
flooding it with confidence.
I think everyone will start to get blasted with confidence, then some confusion, then some frustration, then some determination,
Then hunger.
and then just kind of blind determination of I mean, that natural 20 says it all.
Okay. I don't
Interpret
know
that how
what-
you will.
Aaron doesn't know what happened, but I feel like it's a step in the right direction.
If she's even really paying attention.
Right. Actually, never mind. She has no idea what the fuck's going on. Is currently you just hear more seething from Aaron.
Which, well, Wolf is running back to the group. You had a slight issue, team, pretty much everyone. You just had a slight issue in who was going to navigate for the next stretch ahead.
Princeton.
Yes. Silas will do his best. We'll ask Princeton if he's able to
I mean,
he's able to navigate through the woods
Alana
without
already
getting
did.
lost. Oh yeah, actually that's true.
Wait,
Yeah,
is Alana actually with us? I don't know what happened to her during
Yeah.
downtime.
We decided she's magically there. It's fine.
Right, fair enough.
And, like I said, you weren't that far from camp.
Emergency tag along.
Yeah, Princeton just kind of looks at everyone. I can totally do this. I follow people through the gardens all the time. It's just like a big garden.
Well then help along.
Yes, it's just a really big garden. And we totally glossing over the fact that he admitted to just following people through gardens.
Silas already knew this, so he's not bothered.
-4.
No, he's not that bad. He is a cleric after all. Some roll
Minus
1d20
3.
plus 3. I don't want to roll this, actually, in retrospect.
On it.
I don't want to roll it either.
Plus 3.
16.
20.
Okay,
You had the plus, I guess.
Sideline rolled first.
Oh, okay.
Sideline's not in the group.
Okay, fair. Yeah, Princeton, apparently his prior, expert experience of following people through gardens, applies here, as he quite quickly leads you forward. He's probably also slightly helped by the fact that he's like one of the few people in your group who have dark vision.
Alright, Wolf just sprinting blindly through the night.
Princeton leads you like, basically you, Wolf and Cole end up reconvening in this tile, as behind you probably just hear a bunch of snapping twigs and heavy footfall.
The sound of the metallic train approaching
Chugga chugga.
as Wolf with IOP skids up to the group.
Ah, good. You've made it.
Oh, you only got this far?
Yes, we're not nearly as quick as you. That's why we sent you back.
We need to keep moving. Aaron's still in danger.
Sure.
Mm-hmm.
Priz, can I have my armor back?
Yeah, Priz is kind of like just unceremoniously dumps it on the ground.
Wow, rude.
And, 1 minute later, we're on the move again. Actually, not even that. Wolf would probably be putting on wall walking, so, the kind of awkward hop along.
Which, now the main team is reunited. Aaron, how are you?
Okay. What is the bird currently doing?
Currently, now that you have the professor with you, it's keeping a wider berth. It's not actually tried to dive bomb you like it has before.
Okay.
It's maybe about medium range away from you. Close enough that you can still hear its weird meaty flapping wings, but far away enough that it's hard to see.
Okay.
But you can see it. That's the important thing.
Kinda. You can
soon
see
as
where
you
it, like,
can't see it, that's when you worry.
it's kind of later on in the day. I'm thinking maybe like 7 o'clock-ish. So With the way that the island is, it's kind of dark.
Okay.
The mountain walls block off the sun as it gets lower.
Other question. This city's full
See?
of constructs. How are they
No.
reacting to not only me and also but the bird as well?
There's actually not that many constructs.
I thought there was when we came here the first time.
I thought so.
Illusions.
Fuck. All right. Are there like wrecks of constructs, or are they just all gone?
You actually will see some wrecks, but not like a lot. Sometimes you'll see one where it appears one just deactivated as it is like halfway out of a wall. You'll see some of the rune crabs that we've seen before just kind of lying down, but they don't appear to be smashed or anything. They just appear to be drained of energy.
Okay.
As you're riding about, can you give me a ride check? Oh damn.
Equestrian Club champion.
Listen. Yeah. There already isn't that much obstacles, but you managed to, I assume, Tokyo drift Rusty as fast as you can.
Yeah.
Gas, gas, gas.
Gas.
It's about,
Oh, carry on. Sorry.
it's about a minute or two of you running away when Riss wakes up again.
You finally got fucking tired of being jostled around.
She shakes her head. I wasn't asleep.
What do you mean you weren't asleep?
How to explain this? It was in my head.
What? Aaron offers a hand, as much as it helps to help Riss get out of Rusty's mouth and onto Rusty's back.
Sure, she awkwardly maneuver around this moving dog from its mouth into its back somehow.
I want to see an acrobatic.
Sure. Just crawls over you.
Which is fine. You can do that too. Either way it
just
works.
quickly check something. She does have stuff. Okay, never mind. This doesn't apply to acrobatic. 23.
Okay.
Yeah, she got that elven dexterity, yo. She, I don't know, slinkies around you.
Okay. What do you mean? Okay. Explain. Because frankly, Aaron points over her shoulder towards the big, meaty, flappy thing.
Yeah, it's not good. It was asking me questions, and I was asking it questions.
Oh, good. Anything good?
I think it's magic. Like, not just magic beast magic, but cast spells magic.
Okay.
We didn't really understand each other.
Okay.
Also, I think it's guiding us.
What? You think it's like hurting us? Fuck. Okay. Aaron's gonna turn around and look at it.
It's still kind of far away. But now that you think about it, it does sound like the wing flapping has been getting closer whenever you've been going certain ways. And just kind of the instinctual panic in your mind just went, okay, not that way then.
Fuck you! Aaron's gonna turn back around and yank it right exactly the opposite way that it wants me to go.
Okay then.
And thus Aaron died.
No, you don't die. But Bird Boy is gonna dive at you.
Professor, get ready. I have a plan.
He is ready.
Make. I don't know. You did that weird fucking ball bearing floating thing. Throw it out there.
I already know to do that as he casts
Do
a
it
spell.
now. Aaron's gonna turn around and pivot and sort of ride backwards for a half second and get ready with the wrench.
Okay. He'll cast Pellet Blast. What he actually does something weirder. Actually, question: do you care if it's much around yourself?
I would like not to be hurt.
Yeah, he's good at it. As he does something weird. Basically, instead of casting it like a cone, he kind of just casts it all around you, but the balls don't seem to hurt. Like, it almost
is it like
seems as if the
ball?
ball. No, it's centered around you in the moment where it like dive at you, but it's almost as if you can kind of just see where all the balls are gonna go and somehow swerve around it.
Okay, that's fine. Aaron is going to ready in action with the wrench, riding backwards to yank this that bird 90 degrees straight down into the pellet blast when it.
Okay then. Which you can certainly do so. As the bird gets near, you see that opens its eyes to stare at you, presumably going to use its ego drain ability, and you warp, I need it.
Yeah,
with
Erin
sync.
just takes the wrench out. It changes shape slightly, and she looks through the gap of the thing, and then just cranks it, and it looks like she puts a little bit of strain into this, and then kind of her eye flickers like she's putting a lot of mental taxing into this. And then just the space around the location she's pointing the wrench at sort of warps and the light changes in it. And the bird flies into it, then at like a strange 90-degree angle, turn all the momentum goes straight down into the pellet.
Bird face plants into floor.
Yeah.
Oh, see. What was the DC to it? Oh, so that should be one lower.
Then I believe that's a fail.
Have you ever seen one of those videos where people just kind of drop a cucumber into a blender?
No.
Well, that's what it.
Yeah. Essentially, as Cordia finds their direction yanked downwards, they fall through the pellets, and it's as if they've just been pulped. As you actually get a little bit splattered with this black goo. Is it dead?
Will save to disbelieve.
Go for it. No, you don't think it's an illusion. You felt the goo. If it's an illusion and you're fooled by it, it's a very powerful illusion.
Do I see any movement from the pellet blast?
No. It grows quiet. As the pellets, after the 6 seconds that passes, they fall to the ground.
What the fuck?
Briss looks at you. It can't be that easy, can it?
No, it can't be that easy. That didn't fucking do it.
Should we
Erin's gonna flick her ears, try to listen for anything.
give me a perception? Erin, you swear you can almost hear giggling.
You're a fuckface, you know that, right?
It doesn't sound like it's anywhere nearby, though. It sounds like it's specifically echoed around the empty site, just traveling to you somehow.
Ah, God, you cretin. No, that was simply fucking whatever. Oh God, I don't even know what to call it. That's not it. That's not the bird. That's like I don't know. Maybe like I don't know what the term is. Proxy? Proxy. I'm gonna go with proxy. Fuck you! Erin shouts in the air.
The professor looks at you. Perhaps we should be taking the time to run rather than go on
Fine.
any further.
God, Erin bolts towards the edge of.
Fair enough. As you can leave town. You don't hear or see any sign of a bird anymore.
Professor, I don't know if you can take this sludge off me. It's disgusting. It's really making like the saddle like slick. I can't.
Let's see.
Do you have
See
like
if it's accurate.
prestidigitation or something?
Do you just want it like cut off?
I just want it off.
Sure. Have you got like connected to you by like a rope or something? I'm assuming.
Yeah, I got him. I got that sled behind.
Yeah.
Yeah, connected for the professor, and then for Rusty, I'm connected by 3 tethers. I'm
Okay.
connected to 3 tethers.
Yeah,
to
he'll
Rusty.
just take out a knife and start cutting at the tethers.
No, not the tethers.
Oh?
No. I want the fucking
Want the
slime
tethers?
that got covered in goo.
Oh,
Get the fucking hand goo off of me.
right, that. Yeah, he can get prestidigitation and get rid of it.
Christ. Okay. All right, we're gonna go for bit off-roading. You need to hold on really tight now, Professor.
I could just run alongside you.
No, I want to get back to the team. I'm much faster than you.
Uh,
Look, I know you're getting sick. Just close your eyes and hold on.
as you mercilessly rock this professor from side to side, up and down, and he holds on for his dear life as you start going over slightly less smooth terrain.
Yeah, as much as Erin can, she's actually gonna go down this old road and try to stay to that.
Okay. You can move one more tile.
Okay. Now that I'm sort of free of the bird thing, I will be just doing the flat out run action.
Okay.
Whatever. And then also Erin will be pushing Rusty because she's terrified at the moment. What
Okay.
in God's name is going on?
Is that out of character or in character?
Out of character.
Out of
Phone's
character. My
beeping.
phone's been beeping for the past 30 seconds.
Do I like the idea that Rusty just popped up an error message?
Life
Well,
alert.
he's going to be because he just took 4 damage from Erin pushing it.
And you spur him for an extra, 10 feet of movement?
Extra 10 feet of movement. I'm just going to be doing that.
Yeah, in which case you can move 2 tiles more. For Rusty, almost at half health.
And during that ride, Aaron will take the moment to use her heal on Rusty.
Okay.
Which must be hard to concentrate to do.
Yeah. It's an item, though, so it's not that bad.
I just imagine if you're trying to do it with like a wrench while you're going that fast.
Yeah.
Erin should probably join the circus. She's doing a great job at balancing and doing all this stuff.
Luckily, her tethers that actually keep her on the saddle are like active PID systems, so she's hardly having to do any of the work herself. Because she would never be able to ride this thing if she had to use her own muscles.
I do once again question what muscles.
Yeah. Riz and the professor are probably having the time of their lives and are really miserable at the moment.
No, yeah, they're not enjoying this. So Rusty's really not designed for, maybe 2 small creatures. Yeah, sure, 2 small creatures probably fine.
Mhm.
A medium-sized creature and a small, it's
Uncomfortable, and then the professor is probably in the hellscape of all hellscapes right now on a makeshift pled.
Yeah, he's probably gonna have a lot of bruises tomorrow.
Yeah.
Hey, if he has bruises, that means he's still alive. It's all good.
He could be bruised and dead. Apple's bruise.
Apples are alive.
Are we well?
Yes.
In my heart, they are.
I mean, technically speaking, they are alive for a while after they drop the tree, but that's not the point.
Life is decay. As we return to the other group, Silas. Princeton is currently
Yes.
poking you.
Yes, what is it?
Are you okay?
I'm fine.
You look a bit pale.
I always look pale because I am pale.
Well, having said that, Silas, as you've been traveling closer and closer to the city, you've had a little bit of a light headache come on. Not quite sure what it is, but it's not terribly bad quite yet, but it's slightly annoying.
He's a psychic. Headaches are due for the course.
Headaches and nosebleeds. Do you need, a drink?
No, like I said, I'm fine. It's mild headaches. It's nothing bad. I will start pinging around for psychic significance, though.
There's nothing in this field that really pings up as significant.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
And can you give me a will save?
1 sec, I need to look up something. Check what all can I actually use self-assurance on.
I think a lot of things.
Yeah, I think it's ability check, attack roll, saving throw, skill check. So most things. How many do I have left? I have 1, but I will use it on this because will saves 13. Ugh.
Ow. Good job.
I mean, it was above average.
Can
not for
you
me,
use
but-
the Ion Star retroactively or only preemptively?
I think only preemptively.
Yeah.
Silas has won the better will saves anyway, so.
Yeah.
Yeah. Silas, as you're walking, pinging for psychic significance, there's a minute or so where you don't see anyone anymore. And it's suddenly gotten very, very dark.
Well, he's dead.
Taken to the upside down. Rest in peace.
Mhm.
But as you look around, you see something.
Mhm.
In the darkness, there's a pair of 2 glowing eyes.
So, what are you looking at me for?
I did plan to do a voice for this, but with my throat fucked, it's not gonna happen. So you get regular salacious voice. Why wouldn't I look at you? How do you do it? The hands. So beautiful.
I would not agree.
Come to me. You know where I
No.
am.
Why should I?
Because then you can be mine, and I can be yours.
I would
We
rather
shall
not.
have all.
No, I do not think I will.
There's never been something you've lusted for, wished for, but you couldn't have before.
No, in fact.
The eyes move, pivoting around you. Is it out of character? Is that the truth?
Up until now, not really, because Silas has been basically pampered in the lap of luxury. He has done well, like, he has been taken care of very well. He's never really wanted for anything. At best, there's, like, maybe some knowledge that he doesn't have, basically. Power, effectively. But those sort of things aren't something that he.
He doesn't crave them.
Yeah, he doesn't crave them because he knows that he's able to get them himself given time. So he's never really lusted for anything like that.
Okay.
All will eventually come to him if he desires for it anyway.
It looks at you again. It seems slightly sad almost. No ambition.
No, it is not low ambition. It is just assurance that I will eventually have it anyway.
What good is having it if you don't go out and grasp it yourself and just let it come to you?
Why, of course I'm going out to grasp it. But I do not need to grasp it now. It will be there for me, for whenever I am ready to seize it.
Disappointing. As the darkness retracts. And suddenly, the people are there again.
Silas, what are you doing?
Oh, our handy friend is being very tempting and everything, as it seems to be trying to do.
No dark deals.
Of course not. I don't need some sort of black evil power to get what I want.
As a resident pact magic user, I'm gonna tell you, that's a bad idea.
Exactly. I have turned it down, and it will not come for me again. It knows my stance. I
Silas
suggest
turning
you all
evil.
prepare yourselves as well in case it does the same for you.
Someone's already got dibs on my soul, so it can go fuck itself.
Good.
Wait, who does
Oh,
have your soul?
I have no idea what their name is.
Perhaps you should work on that.
Yeah, no, it's kind of a working relationship where the less we know about them, the safer we and by extension they are.
Princeton just looks at Ash. You need your soul to live. Don't give it away.
Well, you say I need a soul to live, but I mean, do we
Health is a
really know that
resource.
for sure?
Yes?
Nah, it's not like it's going to get my soul before I die anyway.
See, you say
So
these
much after
things.
that, though.
Eh. Probably just going to join the rest of my ancestral witch family.
Princeton just kind of looks away, slightly sad. So you can move another tile. I'm just gonna get rid of Blue Belt. We can use Wolf. Actually, no. We keep Blue Bow.
No!
Okay, we don't need two wolves. So Shadow Realm with you.
Ah! But Shadow Wolf was the best wolf.
And you'll fight Shadow Wolf whenever we get to a point where a party has to fight themselves.
Whenever we have our Persona arc.
Yeah.
No, you fight Dark Wolf in the Water Temple.
Hate the water temple.
So wait.
Water Temple wasn't that bad. I don't know why everyone hates it so much.
It's more of a meme than anything.
Granted, water
So-
levels are always the worst. People don't know how to program aquatic combat at all.
Quick question, J-Mac.
we
As we're scouting along as fast as we can, given I have to carry a bunch of slowpokes with me, do we see anything upwards?
like up in the sky?
Yes, I mean, the sky tends to be quite an open area.
No, not that you can see.
Okay.
It's a bit dusky, but there's a few stars poking in, and there doesn't sound like we're being interrupted by anything when you kind of stare upwards for a given bit.
So yeah, Wolf's keeping an eye out.
That's fair. On the horizon, you can see the abandoned town. No movement within.
Good.
Continue our charge.
Aaron,
Mhm.
also move one tile further. Well, Aaron, as you get closer to the town, and as both groups are going to converge, the meaty flapping is back, louder this time.
I pivot around and look.
Give me a perception. Yoverse with you. I think she gives a +2.
I will look.
Yeah, I've got her thing open. Yeah. So this will count as... Well, it's not really an object. But 17, which is decent enough. In the distance, you see the bird again. But before, where its wings were made out of an amalgam of many, many hands, this time it's just got two big ol' hands for wings.
God, it's a shadow puppet. It's a fucking bird shadow puppet. They just put their hands together to make it look like a bird.
Fucking is. Except the shadow is goop.
Aaron's gonna stare at it for a while and keep riding and trying to think of a plan.
I'll tell you now, you're both gonna enter town. Both groups, that is.
Hooray.
Just with how quiet the night is, you can hear the boom, 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 as
And the horrible
Aaron...
metal screeching of a table being dragged behind.
Yeah, that's what I meant, because the town's still... I mean, the town's probably one of the better towns that isn't, like, wrecked. There's cobbles, so as you're going over it, Professor Tiltavi is just kind of dancing about inside the cart. He's very sick of this.
Oh, good, you're fine.
Oh fuck! Thank God. Aaron will yank on the brakes and pivot and try not to have the professor just topple over forward of the table.
As you do that, he kind of jumps at himself, stepping in the air, it seems, as he lands on the ground and heaves a little.
Okay. All right. What am I looking at? That's not enough people.
I brought IAP.
Oh, that's good at least. Okay, thank gosh. All right, cool. Aaron pivots back around and looks at the air.
In the direction that you looked, you don't see it anymore.
Okay, it's gone somewhere. It was behind us. It was chasing us on the way back here. Building. Aaron turns and takes a right and walks into a ranch.
Epos follows.
There's plenty of buildings for you to do it.
He's already learnt that when Aaron's in this sort of mode, you just follow. Just follow.
Right. Okay. Everybody in. Okay. Close the door.
There's not really a door, but you can, you know,
Give me that
get in.
table. Okay. You're very useful. Thank you. Aaron's gonna take the old table that was dragged behind Rusty, and sort of prop it up against the door frame.
Best
Use
table
that
ever.
table. It looks horrible.
We've been doing cross country and going about 45 miles an hour.
Aaron?
Yeah, hi.
He walks up to her, grabs her shoulders.
Don't touch. No touching right now. Thank you.
Calm the fuck down.
No.
You are panicking, and you are going to be making mistakes if you keep it up.
If I'm not panicking, then I'm dead. Okay.
That is
Okay,
not true.
what we're doing
I am
is-
not dead, and I am not panicking.
Well, then you're going to be soon. Okay, here's the plan. The reason I asked for Rel is because something's going on with that city, and I don't know what. It's doing a lot of mind magic, and I don't understand any of it. However, I do know the fact that most constructs are completely immune to mind magic, so we're going to use Rel to cut through all the bullshit and get to the fucking center of town, wherever it's the fucking... Because if we keep standing out here and letting it fuck with us, it's going to kill us all at its leisure. Because we can do nothing to it right now. Me and the professor just blended it back there, and it laughed at it.
Now, everyone, here, I will translate for that. Because I'm sure you understood it, but it is not clear what we need to do.
It's fine. We go in town, find thing bird guarding, rail get past funny mind magic-y stuff. All good.
Yes, good. Now,
Not quite that simple, but yes.
Is gist of it.
Look, okay. There's a little bit more to that. We do need to get to the
God.
main city. Beyond that, that thing's gonna have minions everywhere and it's gonna try to stop us. It's destroyed every single fucking construct within this place that actually had a working mind thing. I almost guarantee it. That's why it did it. So it could continue using its mind magic or whatever. It spoke to Riz. I don't know if that's a good or a bad thing. Someone needs to check her for handprints.
it is neither. It depends on Riz. Because it also spoke with me.
Okay. Someone else check for handprints? Can anybody?
No, it is fine
You
because
didn't bring anyone else to bring fucking handprints.
calm yourself and listen.
Christ.
It is fine. I resisted its advances, and I turned its proposition down.
That's exactly what a possessed person would say. But okay, carry on.
Also, a lot we couldn't really bring a lot of other people because we kind of just had to beat up half the camp
You had to beat up half the
Yes.
camp. What happened?
because they all
It
turned
got
on us.
angry.
Yes,
Okay.
we cleared most hands, but one's not cleared. Turn on us.
All
They're
right.
being treated at the camp now.
Mm-hmm. The professor back there is helping heal everyone, and some of the adventurers are also healing people, but it's taking a
Yes.
while because they're kind of resisting.
That's fair. All right, fine. Can we at least have Rel?
Yes, we are out here because Restive is also gone, and she has gone this way.
Oh shit! You guys didn't
Cleared,
purify her.
cleared
We were
lots,
trying to follow her, then we got your distress message.
Yes.
we cleared
also
lots
she
of
is the most
hands off her, but not all. Too many. We blasted lots off, but some hid under other ones, and now still some on there.
Okay, well, here's the thing that happened. The reason why she knew where this place was is because she was been possessed by the bird thing for days now, like months, because she came here as the first opportunity to do an expeditionary search. And then she came back and then knew where this thing was at all times because she was been possessed since then. She was on the first people on this island, so that's when she got possessed. That's why she brought everybody fucking here and thought this was a good idea.
Interesting. Makes sense.
Aaron,
Yeah?
how did you say this? Suddenly, there's clapping.
And it keeps doing this! I hate this so fucking much!
Oh no,
As if-
dear student, that isn't V-Bird.
Oh,
Ah, it's Restive.
oh gosh.
You're very spot on. I'm so glad you're doing so well.
This
Welcome
mean we
back.
get
Where-
passing grade?
Aaron's gonna immediately look around. Also pulling out a grenade, and you suddenly hear a grinding of metal as it spools up.
Silas ping psychic significance.
Well, young Epos, I'd think so, yes.
Yeah,
If you
we
can get off the
pass.
island.
Not
Let's
that
see.
easy.
50-foot radius. What was the range of this?
It's a
This thing-
fireball.
Psychic significance blocked by shit.
It should curve around structures as long as there is an opening of some kind, such as a broken wall.
Yeah.
Yes. With as many holes as there are here, I think it can hit most squares within the
Like it's gonna
radius.
curve around everything because of all the broken debris.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're good. Within the 50-foot, you detect the residual psychic stuff that you've seen before. The feelings of pain, sadness, whatever. You don't feel anything that would indicate Restive, though.
Interesting. She's not near.
Remember, she good at Heidi stuff.
Yes, she is also likely throwing her voice.
The School of Illusion has many uses, such as this one.
Yes.
Okay, so that's great. That's fucking great. Okay, why are... Okay, you're just gonna fuck with us, or you're actually gonna, give us some more information about what this thing wants?
Aaron, you've been to my classes. You know you'd ask questions if you want answers.
Christ. Okay, what is this thing?
This thing is the Son of Spare. A black ooze that accidentally fell into the plane of negative energy, and when it did, it became even hungrier than any ooze has ever been. It managed to make its way back to this plane, and ever since sought down things to satiate its hunger, but it never could, until it came across here.
So it's feeding on something here, something important, something it's defending, something in the center
No.
of town.
No, it did feed on something here.
Its
it
father
was the
fed
one
on
in the
something
core.
here.
Oh, so that was the ooze.
Yes.
Ding ding ding.
Okay.
And now this one has other desires, as the child.
Why hasn't this thing left?
Oh, I mean, it has left before. It's just, well, it's taken a particular shining to some of you.
It's been thousands of years. Why hasn't this thing left the island, though?
Because obviously there's something that it wishes to protect here.
I know, that's what I'm trying to be at.
Either that or it just can't.
Oh no,
Oh.
it can leave
Well-
whenever. It's just, well, this is its home. It doesn't particularly want to leave.
It grew up here. This it at home. It don't want to go.
Okay, so why does it take to possessing people other than eating people? I mean, you've been with it for a long time.
Well, Spur preferred to eat the things it wanted. Cordia prefers to possess it. It wants everything. This island is its now that their father is gone, and should you get very lucky, you shall be its too,
Like you are?
like I am.
Is this for Steve talking, or is this the bird talking through with Steve?
Both.
Little bit of yes, little bit of no. I've got to say, the lands below are beautiful. I hope I can have them too.
I do not believe you will.
We'll see. Anyway, there's a sudden sound of ticking. I think I've bought enough time, probably.
Fuck you, Aaron. What's that ticking sound coming from?
Seems just be emanating like her voice does.
That is likely a watch from that she carries.
Epos, if you were to guess anything, you would say, I'm gonna give you a very wide area because you didn't particularly roll very well.
Yeah, no, that was a terrible roll. I mean, it was a flat average roll. I have a +0.
Yeah. Ever so good enough.
I rolled a
It was-
29, so
Yeah. Between the two of you, you would guess somewhere in this segment, the northeastern.
Gee, she can throw her voice.
That's the benefits of being a gnome.
I mean, she's probably using the ventriloquism spell, so.
With that caster level.
Draw really good range as well. Like medium range
What?
spell.
I mean,
time
you're-
for what?
Ventriloquism's close. What do you mean time for what? Can you not guess?
For Cordia, I assume.
As flappity
It
flap
is
flap.
time for you to stop. Get some help.
It's combat time. I'm going to disappear the professors from the map, though.
Right, because they are companions doing
Yeah.
things.
We're just kind of there in case you ended up talking to them.
Oh, that was Rusty. It's fine. It's the same thing, anyways.
This will be fun.
I
Sigh,
copy.
I'm missing a whole 1 hit point. Gonna make
So,
such a
Aaron-
difference.
Combat Part 2.
Fuck.
And you could have got that healed Tinder when Thingbob did their big channel energy.
I'm pretty
There
sure I
we go.
did get that.
What was my original
This
roll?
might be
Oh, there we fixed.
Send out the hunting dogs.
Send out Rusty. Do-do-do.
God, I hope there's
Could be more hands.
there will be, but I really don't want them. I'm fed up of being either grappled or not able to do anything.
Damn it. People roll better rolls. Or at least I'm giving them to fucking minions. SMH. We start with Wolf.
I don't see any minions, do I?
No, currently you don't see anything from either the cracks, the open windows, or whatnot. You do vaguely hear the sound of flapping, though.
Well, do we want to stay undercover or go for Restive? Restive up that way. He points towards the boxed area.
Wolf see anything from out here?
No.
So there's them up there.
Well, you already know the general direction. I'm just trying to see, like, what buildings would be in the way.
So he doesn't see any minions either.
No.
Out on the street.
We'll take cover in here. If they're dashing across to the other building.
Tinder?
Oh, sorry, I didn't even realize. Turn.
I might have accidentally said your name was muted.
Yeah, I think you did. Epos just starts casting a summon spell, which takes a round to do.
Ooh! Okay. Give you a dot so we don't forget. You can have blue.
Yeah, I believe that takes my whole action. I can't move and start summoning.
All you can do is 5-foot step in your turn.
Yeah, that's fine. I am just here.
Summon time. Silence.
Summoner, hey!